In the fast-paced and competitive modern life, we are often caught up in the chaos and pressures from society, work, and relationships. But have you ever paused to ask yourself, what truly makes up your value? What makes others genuinely attracted and eager to be around you? Imagine yourself as a lighthouse amidst the vast ocean, always shining brightly and steadfast despite the storms. The Stoic philosophy, with its principles of calmness, self-control, and wisdom, will help you become that lighthouse. When you truly understand and practice these principles, you not only create a peaceful and happy life for yourself, but also become a powerful source of inspiration and attraction to those around you. Join us in exploring the 7 Stoic habits that will make you more attractive and likable than ever. Don't be surprised if, after applying these habits, people start seeking you out, eager to share and be with you. Leave a comment. I'm ready for this journey, and step into this transformative journey with us, turning every challenge into an opportunity and each failure into a new step on the path to a life full of peace and achievement. Number 1. Understand the power of scarcity. In Stoic philosophy, scarcity is not merely a state of lack, but a source of value and appreciation. For Stoics, understanding and accepting scarcity helps us live a meaningful and worthwhile life. This profound lesson, passed down by Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus, is also affirmed by the teachings of Jesus Christ. Let's begin by asking, what makes something valuable? The answer often lies in its scarcity. Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This quote deeply impresses upon us that the true value of life is not in quantity, but in the quality and appreciation of what we have. Jesus also taught, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." This implies that we need to identify the true value of things around us and learn to appreciate them. A specific example of the power of scarcity can be seen in love and care. When love and care become scarce, we realize their immense value. Jesus, through his life and sacrifice, demonstrated that love is not only rare, but priceless. He loved and sacrificed for humanity unconditionally, making his love extraordinarily precious. A thought-provoking question is, have you ever stopped and truly appreciated what you have? Think about the moments you have with family, friends, and loved ones. If these moments became scarce, you would realize how precious they are. We often do not recognize the value of what surrounds us until it becomes scarce, or even disappears. Epictetus also emphasized that wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This philosophy urges us to reconsider our needs and desires. When we reduce endless cravings and focus on what is truly necessary, we find real peace and happiness. The power of scarcity not only helps us live a life full of appreciation, but also makes us stronger and more resilient. Knowing that precious things are rare, we stop wasting time on trivial matters and start focusing on core values. So, are you ready to reassess and appreciate the precious things around you? Let Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus guide you. helping you live a life full of meaning and peace. Have you ever wondered where true happiness comes from? In our quest for joy, we often mistakenly believe that happiness lies in external things. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Your happiness depends not on external things, but on how you view those things." True happiness does not come from wealth, fame, or the recognition of others. It is a state of mind, an inner peace that we can cultivate for ourselves. Number 2. Cultivate your joy. Look at the life of Jesus, a great example of inner peace. He did not seek happiness through material possessions or the adoration of crowds. Instead, he found joy in serving others, in love and compassion. His peace came from his unwavering faith in God and his higher mission. Like Jesus, we can find true happiness when we learn to accept and appreciate what we have and seek deeper meaning in life. Pause and ask yourself, what truly makes you happy? Is it luxury items, career advancement, or peaceful moments with family, or the smiles of loved ones? We can choose how to react to the events around us. Instead of letting external circumstances control our emotions, we can learn to adjust our mindset and find happiness from within. Imagine a stressful and demanding workday. You come home feeling tired and down. At this moment, you could choose to seek joy from external things like shopping or eating, but these joys are only temporary. Instead, try sitting down, closing your eyes, and taking a deep breath. Recall the good things in your life, the things you are grateful for. Practice gratitude is one of the key principles of Stoic philosophy. It is these simple moments when we return to ourselves and find inner peace that bring lasting happiness. Jesus taught us about the power of love and compassion, and Stoic philosophy adds that this power lies within our minds. Remember that happiness is not a destination, but a journey we create ourselves. You can control your mind and, in doing so, create your own happiness. So, we are curious. How will you choose to find happiness today? Share your stories and insights in the comments. Start with the small things, and you will see a significant change in your life. Next, let's move on to the third secret in our journey to discover and conquer our best abilities. But before that, I have a question for you. Have you ever felt so caught up in a stressful situation that you couldn't think clearly? This question invites us to discuss the third secret: learning to step back. Number 3. Master the skill of stepping back. Stoic philosophy, with its profound principles of living, advises us that sometimes stepping back not only helps us see issues more objectively, but also helps us react more wisely and thoroughly. This is also a lesson that Jesus Christ conveyed through his life and teachings. Let your heart open, and you will see that stepping back and silence can bring about tremendous inner strength. When facing difficulties or conflicts, if we react immediately without careful thought, we are likely to make mistakes. However, if we know how to step back, take a deep breath, and reflect, we will have the opportunity to view the issue from different perspectives, thereby making more prudent decisions. Jesus also taught us about the power of stepping back and contemplating. In many difficult situations, he often retreated to quiet places to pray and reflect, seeking guidance from the Father. This action not only helped him regain calmness, but also provided him with additional strength and wisdom to face challenges. Imagine you are in the midst of a heated argument. Instead of continuing to argue and letting emotions dominate, you choose to step back, remain silent, and reflect. What will happen? Perhaps you will realize that the argument is not worth losing your temper over, or maybe you will find a different, more amiable approach to solving the problem. This is the power of stepping back that Stoic philosophy emphasizes. Here is a question for you to ponder. When was the last time you stepped back and reflected before reacting? What did you learn from that experience? Stepping back is not a sign of weakness or avoidance. On the contrary, it is a sign of wisdom and steadfastness. When we know how to step back, we allow ourselves to think carefully, not to be swept away by emotions, and to make more correct decisions. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor and philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When we step back, we are practicing this power, the power to control our mind and reactions instead of being swayed by external circumstances. That is when we realize that every decision and every action can come from a place of peace and wisdom. Learning to step back is a valuable lesson that Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus Christ both convey. It helps us live more peacefully, wisely, and strongly. In the silence of the soul, we will hear the voice of truth and wisdom, things that the noise of life often drowns out. Step back, reflect, and let calmness and wisdom guide you. In those moments of silence, ask yourself, what matters? How can I act most wisely? Remember, just as Jesus found guidance and strength in moments of prayer, we too can find peace and clarity in silence. Do not hesitate to step back. Let your mind rest and reflect. Only then can we live a life full of wisdom, steadfastness, and peace. Number 4. Embrace the practice of silence. Ask yourself, when you face conflict or stress, what is your first reaction? Do you feel the need to react immediately, sometimes with words you might regret later? Practicing the art of silence helps us control our speech, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and protect our inner peace. In the modern world full of noise and chaos, silence seems to have become a luxury. But for Stoic philosophy, silence is not just the absence of external noise, but also tranquility in the soul. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." The art of silence is a powerful tool that helps us achieve peace and gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Consider the life of Jesus, a prime example of the power of silence. He often spent time in silence, praying and reflecting, seeking guidance from God. In moments of great challenge, Jesus did not react with noise or anger, but with meaningful silence. When he was condemned and endured torture, he remained silent, demonstrating immense patience and compassion. His silence was not a weakness, but a strength that surpassed all trials. Here's a concrete example from daily life. Imagine you are on a bus, surrounded by the noise of passenger conversations and the engine. You feel tense and irritated. Instead of letting the noise upset you, try practicing the art of inner silence. Put on headphones, play some gentle music or a meditation track, and focus on your breathing. Gradually, you will find your mind becoming more peaceful, no longer distracted by the surrounding noise. Silence is also an opportunity to connect with ourselves. In moments of silence, we can reflect on life, our values, and our goals. There is a saying, "Silence is a part of wisdom, and very few practice it." In silence, we find clarity, helping us make better decisions and live a more meaningful life. Remember, the art of silence is not about withdrawing from life, but wisely choosing when to speak and when to remain silent. Like Jesus, we can find strength and peace in silence, learning to listen and understand more deeply. Are you ready to challenge yourself and practice the art of silence? Start with the small moments in daily life, and you will see a positive change in how you perceive the world and yourself. Before moving on to lesson number 5, we want to thank you for accompanying us through half of this video journey. In every moment, we can learn and grow, and your presence here, listening and reflecting with us, is a tremendous gift I cherish every minute. To help us spread these valuable lessons to more people, please like and share this video. Each share is a small but meaningful action, much like the lessons Stoicism teaches. And don't forget, lesson number 5 awaits you in the next part. Let's explore and embrace these timeless pieces of advice together. Once again, thank you for your dedication. Number 5, take control of your personal space. Have you ever felt out of control in life, as if everything around you is pushing you in an undesired direction? In such moments, Stoic philosophy teaches us that mastering our own space is extremely important. This is not just a physical space, but also a mental and emotional space where we can find peace and balance. Mastering your own space begins with a clear awareness of the factors that can affect you. Ask yourself, are you living in an environment that makes you feel comfortable and happy? Do you spend time every day to care for and refresh your space? These questions will help you assess and adjust your living, working environments, and relationships. Jesus also taught about mastering one's mental and emotional space. He often retreated to quiet places to pray and reflect, seeking guidance and peace from the Father. In the Bible, there are many instances where Jesus goes up a mountain or into the wilderness to pray, away from the noise and pressure of the crowds. This is a great example of mastering one's own space to maintain inner calm and balance. Imagine you have a small room arranged in a delicate and orderly manner. This is where you can retreat whenever you need peace and focus. This space not only helps you stay away from external distractions and noise, but also helps you regenerate energy and find balance in life. Creating and maintaining such a space is an important part of practicing Stoic philosophy. Another example comes from the life of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor. and a great Stoic philosopher. Despite living in a luxurious palace and being busy with the responsibilities of a king, Marcus always sought to maintain personal space to write his diary and reflect. His book, Meditations, is proof of mastering his mental space, where he could reflect, learn, and develop himself. Have you ever tried to create a personal space for yourself to reflect and find peace? If not, start today. It could be a small corner in your house, a quiet park, or even a few minutes of silence every morning. This not only helps you regenerate energy, but also makes you more confident and stronger in life. Mastering your own space is a journey that not only helps you maintain peace and balance, but also helps you grow and perfect yourself. Let Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus guide you, helping you find peace and strength from within. Are you ready to master your own space and live a meaningful life? If you are ready, leave a comment, "Master your space," to show your determination to change. And let's discuss how we can apply Stoic philosophy to build a personal space for ourselves. Remember, in every challenge, there is an opportunity for those who know how to seize it. Number 6, discover and live your true self. In a world filled with turmoil and pressure, becoming your most authentic self is a challenging yet incredibly valuable journey. This authenticity not only allows you to live a meaningful life, but also garners respect and admiration from others. Consider the life of Jesus, a symbol of truth and purity. He always lived true to his mission and values, regardless of pressures and challenges. Jesus never changed himself to please others. He remained faithful to truth and love. His steadfastness and honesty are an endless source of inspiration for us. How can you become your most authentic self? First, ask yourself, what are my core values? What gives my life meaning? The great Stoic philosophy advises, do not waste time living someone else's life. Be true to yourself. This means recognizing and embracing your values and goals without being swayed by societal expectations or the opinions of others. A concrete example from daily life. You are working in an environment that does not align with your values and goals. You may feel pressured to adapt and change to fit in. Instead of losing yourself, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Am I living by my values? Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, once said, nothing is more honorable than a man being true to his nature. Remember, becoming your most authentic self is not easy. It requires courage to face the truth and determination to live by it. Like Jesus, you will encounter challenges and pressures, but steadfastness and honesty will help you overcome them all. Trust yourself and always uphold your values. Are you ready to discover your true self? Start by spending time reflecting on your core values and goals. Listen to the voice within your heart, and do not fear standing up for the truth. When you live authentically, you will experience true freedom and happiness. The journey to becoming your most authentic self is an endless process of self-awareness and growth. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Jesus and the Stoic philosophers have left us valuable lessons on honesty and courage. Let these lessons guide you on the path to becoming your true self. In exploring the profound wisdom of Stoicism, I am deeply impressed by the teachings of one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, Seneca. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. This quote leads us to a core practice of Stoicism, which is also the final key to achieving extraordinary wisdom. Number 7. Commit to lifelong growth and improvement. Jesus Christ is a great example of acceptance and the promotion of continuous growth. He not only learned from his own experiences, but also always sought to help and improve the lives of those around him. His teachings and actions were all aimed at encouraging spiritual and moral growth. Jesus always called people to become better, to live with love and justice. His continuous development is an endless source of inspiration for us. Ask yourself, are you actively seeking opportunities to grow, or are you stuck in your comfort zone? The things we often fear the most are the things we need to do. Sometimes growth requires us to face fears and challenges, but it is these difficulties that help us grow and become stronger. Consider a specific example from daily life. You might be working in a stable job, but not feeling satisfied. You may desire to learn new skills, or even switch to a different field, but the fear of failure makes you hesitate. Instead of letting fear control you, look at the opportunity to learn and grow. Start with small steps like taking online courses, reading books, or joining professional communities. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to your journey of continuous development. Embracing growth and continuous development is not just about learning from successes, but also from failures. Failure is simply an opportunity to begin again more intelligently. Indeed, failure is an integral part of the growth process, helping us to learn lessons and improve ourselves. Jesus also went through great challenges in his life. His patience and faith in his mission helped him overcome all difficulties, thereby growing comprehensively and becoming a source of inspiration for millions. Through his sacrifice and unconditional love, he taught us about the strength of perseverance and courage in pursuing continuous growth. Are you ready to embrace growth and continuous development? Challenge yourself, face your fears, and seize every opportunity to learn, as the teachings of Stoic philosophy and Jesus convey. Continuous growth not only helps you become the best version of yourself, but also brings true peace and happiness. Let growth become an indispensable part of your life, and you will see life become richer and more meaningful than ever. And that is the secret of Stoic philosophy to becoming someone everyone desires to be around. Remember, happiness and attraction do not come from superficial things outside, but originate from inner peace and authenticity. By learning scarcity, creating your happiness, stepping back when necessary, practicing silence, controlling your living space, being true to yourself, and constantly developing, you will not only find peace in your soul, but also become someone others admire and respect. Be brave to face yourself, recognize your true value, and constantly improve yourself. As Jesus taught us about love and perseverance, Stoic philosophy adds, that true strength lies within our minds and hearts. Do not be surprised if after practicing these habits, you notice people around you starting to be attracted to the peace and authenticity you exude. Start today. Find joy in every moment. Listen to the voice of your heart and live true to the values you cherish. Life is a continuous journey, and each step in the right direction brings you closer to the best version of yourself. Let the light of Stoic philosophy guide you, and you will see yourself becoming someone everyone wants to be around. Wishing you success on the path to finding happiness and inner peace. Believe in yourself, live true to your values, and you will create a meaningful and joyful life. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel. Leave a comment with your thoughts, and share the video with friends and family to spread the good values of Stoic philosophy. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming videos on Stoic living and self-development.